I should be free. When my master was in the military, he took me to Illinois and Wisconsin Territory, which are free states and territories, so I consider myself free, but the law does not agree. Ever since my master's death, I have tried to pay his widow to set me free, but she did not take the money, so now I must sue so I can be free. I am a free man. Since I was on free soil, my bonds of slavery are broken.
Sorry, Scott. Your master's wife still owns you. You're not a free man.
It's all yours now, brother. I'm moving. Take care of the estate.
I will do, sis.
Hey. This is our chance. We can sue Sanford in district court since he's not a resident of Missouri.
Let's do it. I am a free man. No, you're not. Hike!
The question is simply this: can a Negro whose ancestors were imported into this country and sold as slaves become a member of the political community formed and brought into existence by the Constitution of the United States, and as such become entitled to all the rights and privileges and immunities guaranteed by that instrument to the citizen? One of which rights is the privilege of suing in a court of the United States in the cases specified in the Constitution. The words "people of the United States" and "citizens" are synonymous terms and mean the same thing. They both describe the political body who, according to our republican institutions, form the sovereignty and who hold the power and conduct the government through their representatives. They are what we familiarly call the sovereign people, and every citizen is one of this people, and a constituent member of the sovereignty. The question before us is whether the class of persons described in the plea in abatement compose a portion of this people and are constituent members of the sovereignty. We think they are not, and that they are not included, and were not intended to be included under the word citizen in the Constitution, and can therefore claim none of the rights and privileges which that institution provides for and secures to the citizens of the United States. On the contrary, they were at the time considered as subordinate and inferior class of beings who, being subjugated by the dominant race, and whether emancipated or not, yet remained subject to their authority, and had no rights or privileges but such as those who held the power and the government might choose to grant them.
No!
This is an outrage.
This man should be free.
They are people too.
Hello, Scott. I'm John McLean, and this is Benjamin Curtis. This ruling was unjust, but we could not sway the opinions of the others. Taney is mistaken because many slaves have voted in states already, nullifying his argument.
Good luck to you, Scott. May one day you be free.
Thank you.
Scott and his wife would later be freed by the Blow family on May 26, 1857, although a few years later, after gaining his freedom, Scott would die of tuberculosis.
This court decision was very influential all across the United States. The Southerners thought that the court decision would help slavery stay in the South. The abolitionists just grew angrier and wanted even more to end slavery, further pushing the stress on the nation where it would eventually split the Union and lead to the Civil War.
The Supreme Court's ruling helped strengthen the abolitionist cause in the North and an increase in popularity of the new Republican Party. Slave owners could now take slaves into the North without losing ownership. This angered the North.
Northern courts rejected the Supreme Court ruling. Maine's High Court allowed African Americans to vote in the state and federal elections. Ohio's courts ruled that any slave brought into the state with master's consent, even during a brief visit, are declared free and cannot be re-enslaved upon return to their state. The New York Court of Appeals ruled similar to Ohio during a different trial.
Due to his statements, Chief Justice Taney was disliked in the North because it was blatantly pro-slavery. The Scott v. Sanford case caused the split between pro-slavery and anti-slavery to divide the nation even more.